Hello everyone, in today's video we'll be discussing this problem which is taken from Cengage, which is exact copy of JEE Mains 2025 hardest physics question. Okay, so first we have a particle of velocity v moving in this direction, and they have asked to find the minimum distance from the wire and the path of this particle, right? So the particle will be moving like this, which is not a parabola, it's not any standard curve. So to find it, we'll have to take v vector as vx I cap plus vy j cap, right? So now we can write the qv cross b for, what do you say, this particle at some time. All right, so at this point you can write the particles qv cross b, and obviously we can take this as the x and stuff like that we can take it as. And yeah, obviously we can write f is equal to max plus may with I cap j cap signs, right? Then we can get ay easily using your dvy by dt. Like dvy by dt is basically what do you say, or directly here instead of writing like this, we can write ay as v dv by dx, and that way this can also get cancelled. Anything works basically. So we can apply, yeah, so once you apply this, what do you say, the f is equal to ma, you will get a is equal to this, which is ay, right? Because we know that when the particle comes like this at the minimum separation, the particle's x velocity will become 0, only y will become minus v, right? So now we can, at distance of separation, velocity of particle is minus v, and then we can start our integration. And as we know that initially by a x naught distance, it was written x naught distance, so we can write that velocity of particle is this, and then we can start our integration and get the answer to be very similar to the JEE Mains PYQ. I think JEE Mains PYQ, they have given something very similar to this. Then we can look at the next variation of this question. So in this question, it's saying that there is a round wire like this. Imagine this is cylindrical wire. It's infinite, obviously, and it's a distance a. All right. So particle is being generated from its thing with a velocity of v naught, and we are supposed to find the distance where it turns back, and obviously when it turns back, the velocity at that point, right? The velocity at that point, basically if it turns back, the vx should get reversed. So at the point of turning back, vx should be equal to 0. That's our constraint for this question, and we can easily write it because we know these type of questions now. Yeah, so basically first step is to write the b at the point which is at distance x, and then we can write our q into v cross b. Here they have taken a little weird coordinates. This is your z, this is your x, and towards inside is your y. So I have written some equations here. First we can say that this equation is valid, q into v cross b. Then we can take the cross products nicely, and we can write ax in terms of vz. Now the issue comes, but we can easily break this issue by, you know, that vx and vz are perpendicular, and their product vector sum is equal to v naught. So you can directly write vz in terms of v naught, and then you can write ax as dvx by dt. All right, and then we can also write this as this yeah, so we can also do, instead of that, you can directly write v vx dvx by dx, right? So we can directly write like that. So we can directly write like that. So basically we'll get v naught square minus vx square is equal to minus mu naught I q by 2 pi x dx, right? Now eliminate. Now clearly your limits are for v, initially it's v naught, and finally it's 0, because that's when the maximum separation is going to happen. And initial separation is what do you say, 0? No, wait one second. the the thing is being propagated from a, so the initial limit is a, right? So now final is x. So now we just have to integrate this value. So basically when we integrate, we will get, so yeah, we'll get these limits, right? V naught, and then we can write this as to be 0. then putting the limit, minus sign will definitely get cancelled, and finally you'll get v naught into 2 pi m v naught divided by q mu naught I e power ae power this is equal to x, and that is your maximum distance, guys. So yeah, it's a very standard question now, because it has come once in pyq, so it can be standard for next year j mains or after 2 years, like that. So thank you for watching the video and subscribe.